Hello, everybody. What's going on? This is your boy Anthony Blade Jr. back with another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football, Week 11 Waivers Edition. Hope everybody did great last weekend. I went 2-1 in my 3 leagues. Could have went 3-0, but thanks to Elijah Mitchell not leaving the game when he totally, in the third quarter when he broke his finger, he did me in and scored 11 points instead of 7. But that's neither here or there. How everybody doing? Welcome back. Listen, it's time to get geared up and ready for the playoffs, okay? We're going to hit this. We're going to hit this hard. We're going to, look, this is probably one of the easiest waivers I've done in a long time. So let's just go ahead and get with it. First, we're going to start with quarterbacks. Quarterbacks. And I'm just going to put maybe 3 on here. Maybe 3 quarterbacks, okay? I'm not going to get crazy because I'm only going for upside quarterbacks. No lackluster guys here. First and foremost, Cam Newton. Self-explanatory, right? We don't have to talk about that. We got to ride this doggone dude, pause, no homo, while he is hot, okay? Because we don't know how long he's going to stay playing great and playing the Washington football team, then the Dolphins, before a bye. So he's going to give it everything he got. Plus, he's playing against Ron Rivera this coming week. So, yeah, he's going to be balling. He's going to be throwing, running. Got Chris McCaffrey to dump it down to, even though he's not 100% healthy. Cam Newton, man. You need to run. I mean, that's if he's out there and if you need a quarterback. But if you still need to upgrade and you're trying to get a win, why not go ahead and pivot to him if you don't have somebody elite like Josh Allen or Tom Brady or something. So, Mr. Throw 2 picks in the first quarter. Yeah, so Cam Newton, self-explanatory. You know, we're not going to try to dive deep into something that we really know what time of day it is, okay? Cam Newton's number 1. Number 2, I'm going to say Justin Fields. Justin Fields is really taking stride, okay? He's had 29 points and 22 points the last 2 games. He's coming to his own. They got David Montgomery back. Mooney's the number 1 receiver over there. He's throwing it to commit. And he plays against the Ravens, Lions, and Cards. Nobody should be scared of the Ravens. Justin Fields should be just fine. He may be out there because he just came off a bye. Third is Tua. Tua stays on the list, but Miami's throwing the ball a lot. He came in, I think he scored 13 points, and he didn't just play half the game, maybe. Granted, the rushing touchdown helped a lot. But they play against the Panthers, play against the Jets. And then the Panthers. And Giants before their bye week in week 14. So they got a nice matchup. He has a nice matchup playing against the Jets this coming week. Tua versus Jets. That's nice. And number 4, unless you're a desperate play, but he's gonna have a good game. Gonna have a good game, okay? I'm not giving you nobody out here that's gonna give you like 13, 14 points. And this is just a prime position here. Mac Jones. The dude is playing lights out. Granted, he ain't gonna never give you no 30. But he playing against Thursday night, playing against Atlanta, he should light them up. This dude, out of all the rookie quarterbacks, this dude's had a 100 rating games or higher. No other rookie quarterback has 1. He's throwing it downfield to Kendrick Bourne. You know, he got old boy's first touchdown last week. You know, he's just efficient, man. And he gets things done and he don't make many mistakes, okay? So those are your quarterbacks: Cam Newton, Justin Fields, Tua, Mac Jones. Choose the one as you see appropriate for your situation. I'm confident in all 3 of those, but of course the ceiling plays are in order. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right? Let's go to the running backs. All right, we're back for the running backs. All right. A lot of stuff popped off. And if you're new to Flawless Fantasy Football, you may not know that I have an expertise and knowing how to identify and having people draft league-winning running backs. Okay? I know you guys looking at me and like, wow, what an awesome fantasy football guru that I'm looking at right now. Yes, and thank you very much. All right, let's address the elephant in the room. First, we're going to go ahead and put number one. We're not going to put him up here because it's common damn sense. This dude is drafted. He's probably on over 50, 60% of the teams. He was already getting work. So we're not going to put him on the board. Okay? His name is Alston Jerevicius Dillon. Alston Jerevicius Dillon. Now, is that what A.J. Dillon stands for? No, I just made that up. So don't call the man that. He might fight you. Okay? So, having said that, A.J. Dillon is the number one. We're not even going to put number one behind him because he should be on rosters. And if you've been following my content, you should have drafted A.J. Dillon 7th, 8th round and been stashing him and been spot playing him if you need to be. I played him a couple weeks ago and he gave me a -1. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, he gave me -1. I suspended him indefinitely. And I said he wasn't going to play until the starter got hurt. I wish I'd have played him this week. But nevertheless, that's how the cookie crumbles. Now he will see every freaking lineup. Again, think about if you had 2 studs at running back, now you get to put this guy in at your flex. You know how much better that team makes you? I'm going to put him on the board just because he deserves it. But he's not a part of this. Now I'll put an asterisk here and an asterisk here. And a check mark here and a check mark there. And I'm going to underline his name. And put a little extra here. A.J. Dillon, okay? You see how I'm repping you, boy? I have him in all 3 of my leagues. I'm going to pound these dudes out with him, too. All right. Now, first, let me address this before people think I'm just some type of bandwagon. I'm a San Fran fan. Everybody knows that. You know, I got these nice little vests. They only cost me like $10 a piece. I've had these things for like 10 years. I got one of these. I'm repping Dilla just because. But I also have one for Buffalo. And I have one for Washington. I think I was taking pictures of I don't know about, what's that one thing called? MySpace? I had those things for a long time. So I pull them out and rep them every once in a while. So it's A.J. Dillon. So I'm repping it, okay? So I'm about thinking my bandwagon. Let's get back to get back. Get back to the get back. Now we're talking A.J. Dillon's automatic. We're going to go number 1. We're going to go with Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. I say that because he's going to be the starter the rest of the season, okay? Just that simple. I'm going to have to wait for you can see it. Shanahan likes him. He was a league-winning running back last year. That freaking dude, Elijah Mitchell, he broke his finger. Probably a little fracture. He had surgery. He was scheduled to have surgery on it today. But of course, Jeff Wilson goes to the number 1 spot. You know, the guy hates sermons, so, and then Hasty, he wasn't healthy last week. He wasn't healthy, or either he was inactive. So he will be the starting running back week 11 versus Jacksonville. Man, that is a juicy freaking matchup. Juicy fruit. You hear me? You hear me? Juicy fruit. Jeff Wilson. Number 2, he should have already been picked out last week, right? But he might be out there, but I'm sure he's not. I hate to put him on the list, but I got to just because. But my people already picked him up, unless they already had stacked people. I know my son picked him up. One of my homeboys picked him up. He didn't start him, but my son did. I started him in my second league and pounded him out. I'm going to take that league. I'm going to tell you something. I'd rather you guys win than me. I've won plenty of fantasy championships. You know, been playing since the mid-90s and playing officially since I've been out of the military since 2001. You guys' success mean more to me than my success. But I'm in 3 leagues, and I really want to take down that second one, you know, because I got to teach those guys a lesson. So, Andre Stevenson, he plays Thursday night. And he plays, no, I'm sorry. He plays Thursday night. Yeah, he plays Thursday night. Jeff Wilson played 1 o'clock against Jacksonville. I'm actually, your boy is going to that game to see his Niners. Yes, I am. Already got the tickets. Gonna get crump. Gonna have a good time. So, Andre Stevenson plays Thursday night. Against, who the heck they play Thursday night? Play somebody, sorry, Thursday night. Let me see who they play Thursday night. Yeah, okay, the Falcons. I think I mentioned that when I was talking about the quarterback. I'm getting old, y'all. Your boy got a young spirit, but your boy 45 years old, just turned 45 last month. So, listen, if Harris don't play Thursday night against the Falcons, man, you put Ramondre Stevenson back in the lineup. Congratulations, get your 20-some carries for 100-some yards and a touchdown or two. Automatic, okay? The only person that can stop that is Belichick. And he's shown that he's the man when he's in there, so keep it going. I drafted this dude in all 3 of my leagues, but I only kept him in one, but I got him back in the other. You can't keep everybody. Sometimes you got to make transactions, and when Harris was balling and stuff, you got to cut people. You know, things happen. So, Dilla and I spoke about Jeff, and I'm going to put this guy here. I really don't particularly like him, though. This is a desperation play, Wayne Goldman. I'm expecting the Patriots to be pounding them out. Mike Davis is not the man. Again, people was picking Mike Davis in the fourth or fifth round. Mike Davis is a scrub. Now, granted, last year I had him. I picked him up after the first week when McCaffrey got hurt, and he got the volume. I'm speaking of Mike Davis. But they're going to get boat raced, and they're going to be out of there early, supposedly. You never know who's going to get boat raced to be out. You know, I thought the Niners was going to get boat raced, and they didn't. Thought Tampa was going to boat race on Washington. That didn't happen. So you never know nowadays. But Wayne Gallman's going to be that pass-catching guy, plus Mike Davis is inept. So he should be getting volume. So that's a desperation flex play. So you can go do it that as you please. But hopefully you wouldn't need that because you followed my channel enough to where you wouldn't need that type of weak flex. All right, here we go. Wide receivers. Wide receivers. All right, let's get to it. Let's go number 1. We're going to go with Kendrick Bourne. Played with the 49ers last year. This dude was good. He was catching all the red zone touchdowns for San Fran last year. I like him. Seems like I don't go boy, but I like him too. You know, so I just think he could be the number 1 receiver over there, and I believe he is, basically. Matt Jones likes him. Throws the ball downfield to him. He should eat tomorrow night. So if you need a wide receiver, feel free to pick him. If you need a spot play. You know, he had, 4 for 98 and a touch. That ain't bad, man. That ain't bad. And he had 3 carries for 43 yards, man. So that's work. I might go look at him real quick. He's attached to somebody good. So, hey, Kendrick Bourne, number 2. New name on the list. Pause real quick. Hey, I had to go look something up. Cause I was like, did I write that down right? You know, whatever, you know. Like I'm saying, I'm getting old and stuff. I was like, dang. When I looked at my paper and I saw Marcus Johnson, I was like, damn. You know, did I write that the wrong name? I got a homeboy named Marcus Johnson. So I was like, maybe I was thinking Marcus when I wrote his name down. I was like thinking about my homeboy, wrote his name down. So I didn't want to write my homeboy name up there and that won't be his last name. So it would have been kind of like, damn, what the hell was, you know, Flawless talking about, you know? But Marcus Johnson, you know, he stepped in for old man Julio. Oh, let's draft Julio. Julio's this. He still got it in the tank, man. Listen, if you're new to this channel or if you've been with me since the beginning, whopping 3 months ago, Tell these suckers, listen, ascending players or people that's like this, not people that are like this, descending and trying to catch descending talent. No such thing as descending freaking talent. Once you're like this, you're already like a risk. You're already a risk when you're at the apex, at the pinnacle. But I'm not going to make this about that dude. But anyway, hope he never freaking comes back to the field this year. So this dude can ascend. Marcus Johnson. Somebody got to play opposite of A.J. Brown. And when, because Tannehill got to throw. They don't like throwing to the tight ends really that much where they just split their work. Those running backs are trash. Everybody thinking AP was going to do something and this and that. Man, people are old. Remember that? I will tell you about ascending talent. I've been saying this for the longest. These old jokers come in, 36 years old, people giving them contracts. That's unfreaking real. Let me stop going my 10. Elijah Moore. Of course he's not out there because you guys had him a long time ago because I spoke to him weeks ago, right? Drafted him everywhere too. Drafted him in all 3 of my leagues. But I only had him in 2 because I had to drop him in 1. But it don't really matter because I'm pounding on people. You can't, and that's another reason too, another thing too. Listen, you can't have everybody, okay? You can't have everybody. So some people are going to have great players on the team. Some will be like, oh, let me trade you this. Let me trade you if I can get a piece of that. No, work your team. If you need a trade, or if you see, but you can do that. But guess what? When you mix in my drafting ability that I'm giving you guys, plus the waiver knowledge, shouldn't need to trade nobody. Screw those scrubs that's on their team. They're already tainted. You don't want those guys. All right, number 4. Jabal Agnew. I believe we spoke on him. He had like 5 targets. Agnew. He had like 5 targets. He didn't catch any of them. They throw it so much over there to the tight end that's like ridiculous. But see, he's fast, man. He can get things done. He had that long like 60, 70-yard run or something like that for a touchdown. So he got nicked up, but I think he's fine. So, but check on him if you need to. You know, playing against the San Francisco 49ers, and the San Francisco 49ers are playing great like that, you know what I'm saying? He might not be able to shake nothing, but if you get volume, you're good. Volume's king, right? Let's go with this guy. He might be on a waiver wire. Robbie Anderson, because people been sick of him. But I'm going to tell you something. Cam might wake this boy up. He threw a touchdown to him. He went, 4 for 37 in a touch? Hey, man, it's possible. It's possible. He's the type of person that you can ride at wide receiver if he get hot. If he out there and you want to take a stab, and actually I would put Robbie actually above Agnew. Got him way more of a floor, a ceiling now that Cam's there. Because I don't think he had that connection with DJ Moore like that. You know, DJ Moore ain't flamboyant enough like that. See, Cam flamboyant, Robbie's flamboyant. With the with the hair and going crazy, flamboyant people like flamboyant people. Number 6. I'm gonna put him up here. I'm gonna put an asterisk here. I'm gonna put Deandre Carter for Washington. Man, you gotta watch this dude though. He maybe do good. He maybe can get you some points, but tight end situation they're hurt over there. So it's gonna be more to go between the other wide receiver opposite McLaurin. Okay? And he's caught a touchdown in 2 of his past games played. So keep an eye for him. And he had 6 targets in both of those games. And last but not least, I'm gonna put an asterisk by him is Darnell Mooney. He's gonna be a stud on the back end with an ascending quarterback and with a has-been Allen Robinson. And he's only really sharing the freaking valuable passes with Cole Clement, the tight end. And they got a running game back. Those are your wide receivers. That's a good list. Take a picture of it. Snapshot. All right. Okay, we're going to go with the tight ends. Like the headliners say, the football kind. All right? not much to talk about here. We're going to go, and we've said this dude's name before. If you have any tight end issues, put it in the comments, and I can help you address those tight ends. Let me know who's available. But I'm not going to mention anybody but this guy, because he's the only guy out there that's maybe not wavered that should be good. You know, granted, if Conklin's still out there, because he's good, but he's the only guy that's legit that's probably still out there. Every league's different. So again, if you like somebody other than Dan Arnold, hit the comments and I'll let you know about them. All right. Again, so just, let's go to defenses. I'm gonna go ahead and keep y'all on there real quick. Defenses, check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4 defenses for this week. I'm going to represent my San Francisco 49ers first. They're probably out there on waivers. They're playing like crap. But you saw what they did to them Rams. That made me want to put on my, well, let me see. This is the closest thing I got. But I can't put on 2 teams at once. So I have to take it off. You saw what they did. You saw what they did to them Rams. Why? Huh? Saw what they did to them Rams. Huh? Let my son tell him I'm off a perk right now. You know, so there we go right there. We're going to have San Francisco number 1. And we're going to go with Miami. Defense playing good too. They playing against the Jets. And Panthers, they're probably rostered. Maybe not though. Play against Washington. And we have the Browns. They play against the lowly Lions. Probably 1 or 2 other defenses out there. But those are the ones I'm going to go with for right now. That is your waiver wire show for week 11. San Fran, Miami, Panthers, Browns. This your first time watching? Hit like the video, comment, hit the bell icon so you can get the little vibration thing on it. Like, comment, and subscribe. We welcome you to the channel. We got some things coming up. Ham and Egger coming up tomorrow or Thursday, depends. And guess what? We're going to do this thing. Let's get into the playoffs. Let's make some moves and pound these jokers and horse these trophies. Like, comment, subscribe. Flawless Fantasy Football, Week 11, baby.